Yo guys, Untitled Chapter, and today we are back with another FIFA 22 video where I haven't necessarily stolen this idea, it's just that widely done idea that you'd probably think it's stolen, if that makes any sense. But we are going to be simulating the World Cup on FIFA 22. Obviously, FIFA hate international football and only have half the international teams on the game, so I just let it fill automatically teams. So I couldn't be bothered to do like the other, like try and replace the teams equally. So like we've got Henan Songshan in the group with Ukraine, USA and England. That's a good group because 3 of the teams are still there. It's like there's no African teams on FIFA whatsoever. There's like only a handful of like South American ones and Asian ones. It's just daft. Like you literally hold the competition. It's the FIFA World Cup. You hold the competition that these teams are taking part in. Yet you can't get the right to use a country in a video game. So yeah, that group have had a stink. It's only Netherlands. Hang on, I'll get the draw up here. So it should have been Qatar, Ecuador and Senegal in that group. I'll try and assign a nation to each club, but it's going to be hard. So England, US and Ukraine in that group. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Iran. Group C, Poland, Argentina and Mexico, so that's a good group, there's 3 there. Unfortunately, couldn't get Saudi Arabia. Group D, Australia, France and Denmark are good, not Tunisia. Well, I was going to put Peru in that group, but Peru aren't in the game. At least Australia are in the game and still have a chance to get to the World Cup, because they're doing the draw. Same thing with Ukraine. Scotland and Wales are probably in the group as well. I think Ukraine are going to go through. Group E, Germany, Spain and New Zealand are fine. Obviously, New Zealand haven't qualified yet. They're against Costa Rica. Again, I would have actually put Costa Rica in the thing. I think they're going to beat New Zealand. But Costa Rica aren't in the game, so might as well put New Zealand in. And Japan aren't in the game, so we'll put Santos Laguna. Group F, Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. We've only got Canada and Belgium, so we've put Aberdeen and Rentistas in. Group G, Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland and Cameroon. We've only got Brazil. So that for Coventry, Bochum and St. Pat's in. Then Group H, Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea. Only Portugal are in FIFA. So put in Juventud, Villarreal and Sivasspor. And that is the draw. So I'm gonna sim this and I'll get back to you once the group stages are over. Okay guys, we have landed at the round of 16. As you can see below me, I've put a chart of all the teams. So, Group A, Netherlands managed to qualify along with Ecuador. So, Senegal finishing bottom and Qatar finishing 3rd. Group B, England won by a landslide. No, not really a landslide, at 1 point. Then the US, then Ukraine, and then Iran finishing bottom. Which, I mean, swap Ukraine and US, and that's how I see the group going. Group C, Argentina, Mexico, Poland, and Saudi Arabia. That is how I predicted the group to go, so there you go. Group D, France, Denmark, Australia, and Tunisia. Again, that is how I see the group going, so there you go. Group E, Germany, Spain, New Zealand, and Japan. Maybe swap Japan and New Zealand, and that's how I see the group going. Actually, maybe Spain on top. To be fair, Germany and Spain only 5 points apiece. Belgium. We need to talk for a minute. The supposed #1 ranked side in the world fails to make it out of a group with Canada and what would have been Croatia and Morocco, but because they're not in the game, Belgium have failed to make out of a group with Canada, Aberdeen and Rentistas. The best team in the world, apparently. And the Aberdeen have qualified for the World Cup knockouts. Croatia, so at least it's not like, who else was in the group? Morocco. So Canada actually won all 3 games. Fair enough. Yeah, Canada beat Belgium 2-1. Alphonso Davies will be buzzing on his Twitch stream. So yeah, that's Belgium and Morocco out. Canada and Croatia through. Group G, yeah, Brazil don't have their players in this game. It's all like 81 rated players that have just been made up. Not like Neymar or anything. And they're still qualified with joint most points with Bochum, who are representing Serbia. So Serbia and Brazil go through. Commentary. Cameroon and Switzerland out. That's what I see happening, except obviously Brazil top. In the final group, Portugal win it. Yep. Villarreal is Uruguay. Yep. And South Korea and Ghana out. That's about what I expected to see. But there we go. Round of 16, England v Brazil. Yeah, Oswaldinato. Who is that? It sounds like someone out of a Disney princess film. They've got to knock off Dino at fullback and centre mid. Yeah. I don't want to say anything though, because, you know, it's fine. England 2, Brazil 0 in the round 16. 2 goals from Harry Kane. There's the rest of your results. US beat... Who's Bochum? US beat Serbia on penalties. So US in the quarterfinals. Netherlands 3, Mexico 2. That's just a normal matchup. Argentina versus Aberdeen. I still have to play that one. Who's Aberdeen? Croatia. Argentina v Croatia. Canada 4, Denmark 3. The neutrals got their money's worth of that game. France v Uruguay. That happened at the World Cup, the last World Cup, didn't it? Yeah, quarterfinals when Pavard scored that absolute banger. Spain beat Portugal on penalties. Penaldo couldn't step up this time. I'm joking, obviously. And Germany beat Ecuador. Brilliant. So we've got 2 more games to sim here. There won't be any more cuts because there's no real point because there's only like 3 games left to sim. Argentina versus Croatia. Definitely not Aberdeen. You'd hope Argentina would beat Aberdeen, and they have. 2-0. So that is Croatia out of the World Cup. Finally, France versus Uruguay. Can they do it twice in a row? Not with the World Cup, just beat Uruguay. Well, it's not even really Uruguay, is it? It's Villarreal. For Villarreal, probably the best. Saying I randomised the other teams that got put in here. I genuinely just pressed randomise rest of the teams. And Villarreal were the only good one. So your quarter-finalists are England, United States, Netherlands, Argentina, Canada, France, Spain and Germany. So it's all nations that are actually in the World Cup, which is good. So, I mean, I'll keep that up there, just if you want to look at it. But England versus USA, again, in the quarterfinals. Come on. So, yeah, it's all licensed teams now, which is good. And England are through to the semi-finals, beating the USA 3-1, which means the USA are out. Spain beat Germany as well. Canada v France and Netherlands v Argentina. Come on. So England and Spain are quarter-finalists. Germany? Didn't Spain versus Germany in the group stage as well? Are they just repeating people? Netherlands v Argentina. Lionel Messi versus Coop Miners. It's Messi. He scores his pen, but it's not enough. Netherlands are through to the World Cup semi-finals. Lionel Messi is out. He's out after Ronaldo. Ronaldo gets out before him because Penaldo. Final quarterfinals: Canada v France. We're all Canada, aren't we, for this? Canada. I wouldn't say Canada's our underdog team because I don't think they're gonna even get out of the group, to be honest. But we all like Canada. Like they've done that wrong. Like they've got Alphonso Davies in it. They've got Weatherspoons that can 500 flights of stairs to get to the toilet. Buchanan, I used him in the 85x3 earlier. But can Canada pull off a shock? They can! Full time, Canada 3, France 3. Canada beat France 5-4 on penalties. That's the second international tournament in a row. France have bottled the quarterfinals on penalties to a team wearing red and white. So your World Cup quarterfinalists are England, Netherlands, Spain and Canada for some ungodly reason. Here we go. England v Netherlands. Can they do it? Can they get to the final? They can! England are in the World Cup final. Beating the Netherlands 2-1. It's an England v Spain final. Unfortunately, Canada could not pull it off. 3-2 loss, to be fair. Jonathan David, top scorer if Kane doesn't score here. That's a good run from Canada. But I mean, I think the video's only like 7 minutes long so far. We'll sit back and watch this one. There's the lineups. Yeah, Harry Maguire is starting. They're also starting Pablo Sarabia, so I think we'll be alright, and Sergio Roberto. As long as we don't go 4-0 up in the first leg, we'll be alright. Come on. So yeah, let me know if you want to do other experiments like this, perhaps on Football Manager, or any other on FIFA Career Mode, because I let me know, because I will do them. Crystal Palace beating Arsenal. Fair enough. Free kick to England. Just going through to nothing in the first 10 minutes to report on. Well, there might have been just no goals. Don't really care about the rest. Who have they got on the bench? Well, we. Grealish, Calvert-Lewin, Rashford, Henderson, Saka, Trippier. He's done it! Harry Kane! The last time we went 1-0 up in the final, though, it didn't go so well. So, calm. Calm. Now's the part where we sub on Trippier, Ramsdale, and we get John Terry out of retirement and we sub them on. There we go. Canada. Hopefully this is an accurate representation of real life. A, Canada getting into the semi-finals would be seen. And B, and also Aberdeen going to the World Cup would be quite funny as well. Could be a goal for Spain here. No. Kyle Walker has intercepted it, but they got it back. Not even starting Pedri. Are they mad? Could be a goal. John Pickford. Different gravy for England, he is. It's like him, Maguire, Grealish and Sterling, all just different gravy for England. Even like Calvin Phillips as well. Will he even go to the World Cup? Well, to be fair, I know he's been injured, but the World Cup's 7 months away. Surely you'll recover in that time. Yeah. Come on. Comment down below what you guys think will happen at the real World Cup. Your underdog team, your top scorer, your winners, your underperformers. Comment down below all of that. Looking like it's going to be 1-0 England at half time. Unless Spain can do something about it. No, quick counter attack. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Don't pass it back. That's going to be half time. Half time, England 1, Spain 0. Come on. Spain have had 3 times as many shots as us, but at the end of the day, the only stat that matters is goals. Wise man once said that. Don't know who, but it's probably like Wenger or something. In the heat of Qatar in mid-December, who will lift the trophy, England or Spain? Almost an hour into the match, it's looking like it's going to be England, but you never know. Spain might sub on Leonardo Bonucci. I'm sure he has a Spanish passport kicking about somewhere. There we go. There's Spain's equaliser. Mikel Oyarzabal. That's his foot birthday, that is. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the stats, Spain have been all over. Who's been man of the match then? Oyarzabal. Come on. We've got this. Fight and win. Imagine if it goes to penalties, that'd be scenes. We've already seen 2 major penalty upsets, to be fair. Well, I wouldn't really say there's an upset here. I mean, like, they're both big teams. Fair, I'd rather Spain win than, like, France or someone this year, because they've got an exciting team with, like, your Pedris and your Gavis and your Adama Traores, so... Yeah. Someone like... Obviously, England is who I want to win it, but, like, if I was to pick one of the big teams, probably either be, like, Spain or Germany, just because of the amount of young players and talent they have. France would just be... France are a good team and would deserve if they went all the way, but it's just a bit boring. Like, they won the last one. Like, it would be good for... I don't know what difficulty I put this on. Must have been a good one. What was that pass, Harold, you nitwit? Come on, Phil. Phil, just knock him. That's all he's Sergio Ramos, he's 47. Just breathe on him and he'll break his ribs or something. No! I don't want to play this game anymore.